What's going on, everybody? Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're gonna go over the market real quick. Looks like we're down. Bitcoin is still down 43,000 from yesterday's 45. It's probably 45 today at some point. Well, I think it was yesterday. Ethereum still going pretty strong, even though it's sub 4,000. The fact that it's been able to keep its 3,000 and hold, it's really good. Binance coin steadily going down. Not the best, right? But I mean, in a way, to me, this is good in a way. I was looking at it earlier this morning and I was like, you know what? This is really a correction. I don't know if there's gonna be such a huge surge anymore. I'm not so sure about it anymore. Honestly, what it looks like is the market is correcting itself. Tokens are being taken down to their, or what seems to be their true value. And it looks like the market might be turning around, not necessarily for the bad or the worse, but it looks like it's turning around, like it's starting to settle now. You know, it had a huge bull run. A lot of things were inflated. Things were really kind of getting out of hand, which is good, right? It's good for us when you're holding. But overall, it has to come down crashing. Like something has to crash, right? Something has to crash. Something's got to, you know, right now, the market right now, to me, it looks like it's being manipulated. Obviously, there's nothing in sight that tells me, honestly, besides some inflation, there's nothing that happened that could really justify Bitcoin's price plummeting like that, unless, like I said, it was just hyperinflation. And you know, I don't think that Elon Musk's his tweets or SNL or anything like that really has the power to dip Bitcoin. But I mean, it may dip it, but not to this extent. So that lets me know that, you know, other big players in the game might have gotten a little scared off and started selling at that time that it was happening. That's kind of what I think. I don't really know for sure, but again, there's a lot of people that are affiliated with Elon Musk. And, you know, if he does make a comment like that, then yeah, maybe, you know, it can obviously has some influence, but maybe it wasn't just him. Maybe it was people that are aligned with him, that affiliated with him, who decided to manipulate the market and get a little crash out of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen going forward. But I know a lot of people are pumping up these other, you know, they're pumping up a lot of these other meme tokens, but honestly, it looks like Doge is going to be kind of set for the future. In my opinion, they're going to be set for the future. I mean, when you have somebody as influential as Elon Musk, basically accepting Doge as a currency for his products, you know, like Tesla and stuff. I mean, then, you know, this gives it so much legitimacy that, you know, pretty soon this price, everybody's going to look at this price and they're going to be like, do you remember when Dogecoin was 48 cents? That's what people are going to say. I mean, I was saying years ago that Dogecoin was never going to be anything to even see a penny. You know, look at it now. But yeah, I think going forward, Doge is going to be the main meme coin that tops the charts, that sits on top. And I think it's going to be a lot more other meme coins that are going to follow suit, and they will have a bigger stage on in the crypto scene. Meme tokens here in the near future. 2021 is a big time for meme tokens right now. Really big time for meme tokens. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. There's a lot of talk about ADA going up mad crazy. XRP as well going up mad crazy. Honestly thought it was going to go up. Well, I mean, it kind of did go up a lot ever since they got that court case thrown out. This is one of the ones that I really want to get into this year. Polkadot, Pancake, Uniswap. That's what I want this year. Hopefully we can start mining some Polkadot later this year. That'd be great. Solana, I missed it. I missed Solana. If you're an OG with the stellar lumens, then you might be you might be cashing in. Matic is another one that I'm looking at. I love Polygon. I'm just trying to find a better way to utilize this chain. I think I'm gonna start today and actually look more into the DeFi in the Matic universe. This is a really good platform. It's a good blockchain, and honestly I think this price is absolutely underrated. What I don't understand is how come Matic isn't at least half the price of Polkadot. Now I know Polkadot, you know, their pair chains are getting ready to be released. Like, their blockchain is going to be absolutely massive. It's going to be crazy. But when you look at something like Polygon, Matic, like it offers almost this, not the same, but it offers similar options as Polkadot. And honestly, this price is absolutely crazy low for Matic. That's just my opinion though. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I think I would know a little bit about crypto. And damn, crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Shiba's still up there, and it seems like people are really pushing for this to be the next in line meme coin. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have kept it and not have traded it in for Bonfire. Or no, I traded it in for, yeah, Bonfire. Traded this for Bonfire a while back. It was only like 200 and something bucks at the time. Probably should have kept it now I'm thinking about it, but we'll see what happens. You know, you can't get them all. You know what I'm saying? You can't catch them all. Ain't Pokemon. You can't catch them all. There's gonna be some tokens that you lose simply because you got out of it too quick, or it looked like it was extremely dire and then you jumped out and then boom, it turns itself around. That's crypto, man. That's crypto. You just never know, because you could have stayed in that token and absolutely gotten crushed and lost like everything, and you would have been telling yourself, I should have got out, you know. So sometimes you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. It's always a catch-22 in crypto. So just be mindful of that. What else we got? Pancake at a delicious price of $26 right now. I was kind of thinking and hoping that it would go down to about $20, because that would be a really damn good price for Pancake. But it looks like, I said, Pancake is also taking a hard reset, a hard correction on its price, and that's what we see. You know, a lot of this has to do with just the overall market being down, but in this is what we're sitting at. You know what I mean? Like, you look at the last 6-7 months for Pancake. I mean, it came from the ashes. You know what I'm saying? It rose from the ashes, and this is a corrected price. Still not a bad price at all. Perfect price to buy cake. Definitely trying to pick up some Crow pretty soon. Probably the best time to grab it. I don't think this token is going to go back down below 10 cents again. Just my opinion, but kind of hard because I want to grab, when you want to grab a lot of everything, it sucks because you don't have the funds to do that. Also, the other thing is that when you get into some of these tokens, like a Bonfire, Safe Moon, another one that we're going to talk about here soon, when you get into those kind of tokens, man, like you have to be very, very patient. You got to be patient, right? Because these tokens tend to take longer to get going. Usually they have a humongous supply. Usually they have a big supply. So that means the chains move much slower, going up and down. They move much slower simply because there's so much supply. You don't have enough people or enough funds to really move that chain. So once that chain is starting to move, once it's building on itself, that's when an upward trajectory, that's when you know that you're about to start catching fire pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? So right here, if we look at Elon, it was as high as that, you know, it was as high as that at one point. So I'm still holding, you know, I'm still holding. I came in down here, still holding. Again, these projects take a while, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta have patience with these. If you're looking to make some quick returns and things like that, I would highly suggest staying away from tokens that are going to need a while to mature before they can actually start making you some money, because Bonfire, Safe Moon, these types of tokens, they're not going to make you quick money. Not at all. The only way you're going to get quick money with these types of tokens is if you come in basically at the beginning or near the beginning, when it's freaking baselined. You know what I'm saying? You come in when it's baselined, and you know, you put thousands and thousands of dollars into it, so you can own a massive amount of coins. That way, each time it goes up, that's less you need to make more money. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that people don't calculate. But you got to really calculate that before you jump into some of these projects. You know what I'm saying? So you get in early with a lot of money. By the time that thing even goes up, not even that much, you can stand to cash in a little bit. That's what takes a lot of these projects a long time to really take off and get going and get off these baselines, because you got to remember, people bought in down here with thousands of dollars, right? When it comes up to here, somebody's got a payday. When it goes up to here, somebody's got a big payday. That's what you saw happen right here. It went up to here and somebody had a massive payday, and they just decided, why continue waiting with the rest of the community for this thing to go even higher? Like, I can cash out right now. And that's what happened. Boom, dropped. Now it's starting to build back up, and hopefully we'll see an uptrend pretty soon here with Elon token. This is a pretty cool meme token that I found. I've been in it for a while. I think it's got some potential. Trading volumes off the chain. I mean, it's just going to take time though. So. What we got next? Bonfire is doing pretty good as well. It's still been on a downward trajectory for quite a while. I'm really hoping it can get back up to here, because it's gonna make a ton of money once this thing starts to fly again. It's gonna make a ton of money. I don't even know. We got 10 billion. Oh, I love Dex Guru because you can literally just punch in what you got, and it'll tell you about how much. It'll tell you, updated things on how much you can sell for, so you don't have to keep calculating everything. Got some Safe Moon. I don't own enough Safe Moon. I'm thinking about grabbing some while it's still around this price. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Safe, I just don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Still early for Safe Moon. Still very, very early. It's just taking I'm saying it's taking a long time for it to do something, but in reality, I mean, this thing is like a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this thing is a baby. What are you gonna do, right? 14th of March. So, you know, this thing has much more time. We're talking months to mature. So remember that, guys. You get into these things, just, you know, just go ahead and set aside 6 months and, you know, 6 months minimum, and then see where this is in 6 months. You know what I mean? It's bothering me. I'm actually about to take some of these off my charts, simply because these take a long time to really mature. Looking at it every day, it really doesn't, it's really not beneficial to you, because it just makes you even more and more anxious about what's happening with it, when it's really just best to just leave it alone. Because here in 6 months, it's gonna take, you know, gonna be a lot of changes, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of stalemates. Yeah, that is what I would suggest. And what I'm actually gonna do is just kind of take some of these off of here that I don't really do anything with. Now, I want to talk next about Moon Pirate. I'll talk more about Moon Pirate. First time I've talked about it here. Moon Pirate. Basically, what this is it's basically like a duplicated script from SafeMoon. The script is. And so as far as the token amounts, the tokenomics, everything such, is basically a SafeMoon clone, which is fine because it's easier to audit. These guys have already gotten 2 audits done, I believe. They're waiting on a Certicay audit. But this is the world's first deflationary governance token, Crypto Liquor, right? Crypto Liquor. Moon Pirate is a Binance Smart Chain token collaborating with real distilleries / breweries to produce real alcohol. Moon Pirate holders will get discounts and be able to vote on upcoming product releases and more. And this is cool because it's not common. This is very much different. They're already listed: CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, Blockfolio, Stockwits, and Delta. Look, this project has everything it needs to succeed. I'm not going to bore you with all of the information because you need to do your own research. But this project is floating on its way up. Let's just put it that way. They've got everything they need, man. Everything they need. If you want to read the light paper, you can come over, read that. I opened it up earlier. I can look at some more little detailed information to see what's going on with it. But let's go down here. Moon Pirate, yeah, I wanted to clarify this. Moon Pirate will not have a liquor license, have any part in making / selling of alcohol. This will all be performed by Get Knock LLC. Owning Moon Pirate tokens will provide holders with the opportunity to vote on a range of options for future alcoholic beverages, type of alcohol, labels, bottles, ingredients, etc. Opportunity to purchase limited edition alcoholic releases, opportunity to enter competitions to win alcohol related products, and the opportunity to receive potential discount codes for alcoholic products and purchases. So that's going to be really cool. Basically, this is a governance token. This is a utility token, and this is how you're going to be able to use it. They have more on the tokenomics and the burn. Again, like I said, it's almost identical to SafeMoon. This is their. They have their Pirate Swap right here, which takes you over to here. You can swap out your tokens. They got the chart, got how to buy. This is actually much easier than using Pancake Swap, and you don't have to worry about the fees and the slippage and all that good stuff. It's already done for you here. It's absolutely like zero resistance. You don't need to worry about trying to do all that. You simply put in what you want and you buy it. That easy. No Pancake Swap headache. So yeah, it's very, very easy to buy. I'm already in there, as you can see. What is that, a trillion? Hundred thousands, millions, billions, trillions. So yeah, I'm holding 1.4 trillion tokens right now, which is it's pretty decent, you know. I don't know if I would go much higher than that. I don't I think that's you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but like if you really want to make money, like if you really want the potential to make money, this is how some of these guys come in at the beginning of these projects. They will come in guns blazing. Look at that. They'll come in guns blazing. Look at that. What is that? Millions, billions, trillions. So that's 8 trillion, right? And this is what I'm talking about here. I want to show you guys kind of what I'm talking about. Let's head over to Moon Pirate, KuCoin charts. So this is kind of where it's at right now. I had some dips last night. I was gonna buy here, but then I decided to wait, went to bed. Like it went down again, and now it's on the way back up. And this is the numbers we're going to use right here. I'm going to try to calculate some for you to show you how when there's big projects like this where they have lots of supply, this is kind of how I do the math to see how I'm going to approach this. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I going to approach it? What's the best strategy to use to approach it? And so I'm going to take the amount of my coins, 1,420,953 million, right? Or no, sorry. Yeah, right. 953,937,508 $. We're going to multiply that. We're going to be looking, whenever you hear people talking about burning zeros, this is what they're talking about. From the back all the way up. Once this hits 9, after that, this 0 disappears and becomes a 1. So usually on most projects, usually people start to really start paying attention when price hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is usually the key number for me right there. If you can get into a project, right? If you can get into a project before this place right here, and you can own a substantial amount of tokens, by the time it hits this place, you could start seeing your money really developing in your pocket. I'm gonna show you how. So we're gonna take the coins that we own right here, and we're gonna multiply it by 0.0003, another 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. Now we have 6 zeros. Add one more for 7, and then we're gonna add a 1. So the 1's gonna be in the 8th place right here. We're gonna predict, right, or see what we could be earning if all these numbers add up and this 0 turns into a 1. I'll kind of show you what I mean here. So got a number of tokens, and this is what we're gonna do, a price prediction to see what could we earn by at least that 8th place when it turns to 1. What are we looking at here? Well, by the time that hits that's what you could potentially be looking at with the numbers that I have now. About 14,000 once it hits that 8th place. Usually most tokens, once they hit that 8th place, they're usually trending after that. They're usually trending. They usually don't back down below that mark anymore. So that's what I was saying, that you can kind of gauge what your potential investment and returns are going to be based on the zeros and the amount of people that are participating. So, you know, you got to look at stuff like that. Let's take a look at the BS scan. Well, I thought the BS was working. See if we can find. Yeah, they got the roadmap up. See, they already got Safe Fair Moon audit, check rate audit, and they're waiting on the certificate audit. But this is the things that they're checking off and that they want to do here in the roadmap. And again, like I said, they've already got partnerships. This is all stuff that you can come and see. Man, this is really, really cool. Really, really cool stuff that they're getting done. And what more could you really ask a team to do when, you know, this team they've got their stuff down. You know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing and they're getting stuff done. These are basic questions that people always have to ask. And they've got pretty much almost all this stuff done. So they're definitely legit. It's just to me, it's just a matter of time to see how long is it going to take. I don't know. The BS scan is going really, really slow today with Binance Smart Chain. But yeah, that's Moon Pirate, and I might be buying some more PooCoin too if it hits $6 again. Hits $6 again, I'll be buying some more PooCoin. PooCoin is underrated. People don't realize how valuable this platform is and how much more valuable it's going to be in the very near future here in 2021. So you ain't got no PooCoin, you might want to put some in your portfolio. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, they're rocking, man. They're definitely rocking. But again, this is a project that's going to take you a while. It's going to take you a while. You know, not everybody's going to just jump right on there. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a while. But you can look at it. Look at that. Look at that supply. Humongous. Look at how many address holders there are. You should feel very comfortable when there are 81,000 holders. 81,000 holders. You have to ask yourself now, what happens when this 80,000 holders becomes 100,000, 200,000? That's a lot of wallets. That's a lot of the supply being acquired, and also you can't forget about the burns. You know, that's a lot of burns being done. So you can start to see how this chain, how the price starts to develop and rise over time. The amount of people coming in, buying the token, holding the token, and then the amount of tokens being burned. So this could it might not take that long for a Moon Pirate or Safe Moon, honestly, when you think about it. That's why I said give it like 6 months, and you know, who knows where this thing is going to be, but I kind of guarantee that it's going to be up. May not be as far up as you would hope, like going up to 1 penny in 6 months, but you know, definitely past that 8th place in my opinion. And again, you just got to have some patience. But check out their social media. They're everywhere. They have a Discord, I believe. I have them on Telegram, and yeah, everybody's pretty active. Like I said, a lot of wallet holders, and you know, do your own research, people. But definitely Moon Pirate. I think that you would be pretty silly not to check this out, and even when you check this out and do some research on it, I think it would be very silly to pass up owning some Moon Pirate, even if it's a couple $100. You know, you have no idea what that's going to turn into in 6 months. You know, a little $200 investment could be worth thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So in 6 months, you never know, but that's my prediction. See, what else did we want to go over today? Let's see. Not bad, guys. All right, so let's go over and talk about Bitcoin loan real quick. See what we're up to over here. Bitcoin loan is doing pretty well, actually. I mean, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. We still got our loans going. We got 4 of them out. Which one did we do this for? Oh, this was like $30. This is earning free right now. And remember, we're trying to do all of our loans in succession to the time left for the pre-ICO is up. So that's what we got going so far. We got 253 in here, 50 in there. I think this is 50 also. 50 there in loans. Every day they're returning a little bit of the balance from the APR, the HPR, whatever you want to call it. So, and as this probably gets like 20 or something like that, 30 again, I'll put it in another one. Other than that, I mean, we're doing pretty good. They added, or you can look at your tokens. I think they added this Litecoin here. They still got Doge, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and obviously USDT, whatever you want to call it. So they're doing pretty good. Tokens, 319,000 ICO tokens, which is pretty good. It is pretty good. I think it's pretty darn good. Pricing is still really good. I'm telling you, man, people are they're not understanding. People are not understand. They don't understand. Some people just don't understand how insane this can be after the ICO. People just don't understand. Whenever they even get a whiff of this, which they're going to get it when more and more people start talking about it. That's what's gonna happen. But it's gonna be a nice amount of tokens. And like I said, imagine if they just, I mean, let's think about that. Let's just do 300,000. Just say day one after ICO, it gets listed on the exchange. Let's just say it goes, let's just say it goes to 10 cents. That's usually about the average token cost. It might take a little while. It might take a couple weeks maybe, or a little bit longer to get to 10 cents. But let's say it hits 10 cents, 30,000. It's pretty easy. Anything higher than that, I mean, you already know what's going on with that. So yeah, I think it's gonna be dope. We got 19 days left for the tier 2 sale, and then they'll be getting ready to roll with that tier 3. So 48 days in total left before it's done, people. Before it's done, then you'll be buying tokens at the regular price. So where's the tier 3? Okay, so there we go. The MetaMask integration is actually it should be complete after this. I didn't want to be, yeah, I'm a little ahead. So they just actually finished this token smart contract, which I'm gonna take you to the article. And they, let's see, BitLoan token smart contract deployed. It's already here. The BitLoan token smart contract has been launched and deployed on the Ethereum network. This is the most important step. on our way to Bitcoin protocol ecosystem. Much has been done and there is even more ahead. So this is really cool, really good news. They're obviously in the middle of getting audited already, which is really good. Smart contract is here on Etherscan, so you can go check that out on Etherscan as well. We actually have it right here, pulled it up, and this is how you know. This is the max supply of the tokens, people. Max supply. So you remember when I was telling you that ideally I would like to get at least 1 million tokens, and that's ideal. And I'm gonna tell you why. I probably wouldn't even touch those tokens until until you start seeing the value come up. My only, I don't know. It's good and bad that it's on MetaMask. I'm not crazy about all the fees right now on Ethereum, but you know, I'm just hoping that it works out the way it's supposed to work out. It's crypto, sometimes it never works out that way, but when it does, you're a winner when it works out. So yeah, that's what's going on with Bitcoin. Things are gearing up. You don't want to be missing out on some of these things, and you won't miss out on them usually. You do your own research, you won't miss out on some of these things, but just remember what I told you, man. You could be sitting, even if you don't even use the platform for what it's intended to be used for, you can still own some tokens that can be worth something in a very short amount of time. So keep that in mind, and as we move on. The other news, let's see. Well, let's go over to CoinGecko. Let's go check out what's going on in Pancake. Whew, 26 bucks, right? $26.62. And I have cake. I need to put it back in the damn in the pool. Trying to figure out what I was gonna do with it, and still unsure. So we'll figure out what happens. But take a look at Shrimp Swap. Shrimp Swap has gone down tremendously, as is most of these tokens, as we can see. I mean, what are you gonna do? Can't do much. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm just like, there's really not many places to run to in the market, so I'm just gonna exercise a little bit of patience and faith in the project, and hopefully this sees a rebound pretty soon. You know, I'm hoping it sees a rebound pretty darn soon, sooner than later. That'd be great. But right now, it's looking like we're in the baseline. Like everybody is just taking their money out and they're just watching. This is actually a perfect time to buy tokens, in my opinion, if you don't have any already. If you already have a substantial amount, I wouldn't put much back in. I would continue to farm, because you have to remember that eventually, in like 30 days or so, shrimp farm is gonna go away. You will no longer be able to farm shrimp. You will, however, be able to go over here to the oceans and stake your shrimp for other tokens. That's what's gonna happen. Obviously, you'll keep the pools. The pools are gonna stay, but as far as the farm for shrimp, that's gonna go away, because shrimp will become a utility token, much like you see that we were talking about earlier with Moon Pirate. These tokens are going to be mainly used to help with governance over the project, voting, on what kind of protocols should be in place, things of that nature. That's what it's going to be used for, and not necessarily just a meme token currency. It actually has a value. That's why after this period, you're not going to be able to mine shrimp anymore or to farm it anymore. Whatever you have, that's what you got. So when that happens, the price is actually going to go up very, very dramatically. One second. Stupid ass people calling about extended warranties. Get out of here. But anyway, yeah, the price of the token is going to go up dramatically once there's no more shrimp to be farmed. Trust me. Trust me. It's going to go up. That's the patience you got to have and hope for when you're in these projects. All right, on to Adventureland Finance. Much in the same boat. They are still going forward. Very active in the Telegram. They just added, oh wow, they just added Discord. I didn't realize that. They just added a Discord if you don't like Telegram. I love Discord. But they're still pressing on, man. They're still pressing on. I heard today in the Telegram that they're going to be adding some more quests. Right now they have Cake and they have Swamp in the quest. And looking forward to the lore. The lore is going to be dope. What they're trying to do, man, is going to be pretty cool. This was makes it very, very interesting. They still have pools, I mean the the lottery as well. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to still pretty good in the pools as well. I still got mine in the pool. I don't know if I'm going to go up too much on this. It depends. Comfortable with it right here. That's what I'm comfortable with. If I put any more in right now, I would feel like I'm possibly throwing money away. Because again, we cannot accurately predict the market, but we can kind of have some foresight into what we feel is going to happen based on the numbers and etc. So I think I'm just perfectly fine with this investment right here for now, and we'll see what happens because the prices dropped significantly, and there's just really no incentive at the moment to buy anymore, at least on my part. So check out what they're doing on the community. You'll see me in these groups, and yeah, holler at me if you see me. But yeah, man, they're doing their thing. It's gonna take time. Again, we're in a terrible fucking market right now where everything is struggling, and a lot of these finance swaps that we're seeing right now, a lot of them aren't gonna really. I have a feeling a lot of them aren't gonna take off, and a lot of them are gonna stay a little stagnant and stale right now, because again, they're trying to exercise restraint over risk right now. So they're trying to hold their money versus putting their money back into these platforms. As soon as it feels like the market goes green, or the day that we see Bitcoin go back to green and can maintain a green, is going to be the day that people start to heavily reinvest in these in this DeFi. So make sure you're paying attention to the market for that. Fish sticks finance. All right, so this is the interesting one today, right? So I've been watching it. And I've always talked about restraint and and patience and whatnot. And with fish sticks, I thought, you know what? Thought about it over and over again, and I said, you know what? At 7 cents, when it hit 7 cents, I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna be overly greedy and overly just have this unbelievable amount of faith in every single project that I'm in, because projects come and go just like that, especially in DeFi. They come and go. So I said, you know what? I think the best move for me right now is to take is to take profit, which I did. I sold off everything, took that profit, and then as the price dropped, I went back and I bought some more. And I'm perfectly okay with this. I'm probably gonna bump it up to about 50. If it goes down probably to like 3 cents. If it goes down to 3 cents, I'm gonna buy more because I think that they're actually gonna do very, very well as well in the future. So some people may ask, why did you even sell? You had over, I had over 140,000 tokens. Why did you even sell? You should have just waited. And that's because in this game, you have to learn to not always wait on the lottery. Again, you don't know how long this is going to take. This could take a month. It could take 2 months. It could go completely flat for the next month or two. And then all of a sudden have this resurgence that nobody's ever seen before, or rarely seen before. But these projects do that. Sometimes these projects will flatline and then they come back. 2021 seems like it's the comeback year for a lot of cryptos. A lot of cryptos that were ignored before are being utilized now, and that's why these tokens are making money. They're making lots of money now. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now with fish sticks. Back to 27,000 tokens, looking to build from there and wait for the recovery. Didn't do this with Adventure. I didn't do this with Adventureland. I did not do this with Shrimp Swap simply because I wanted to maintain what I have, especially with Shrimp Swap. I wanted to maintain what I got. And Adventureland, kind of in the same boat. It's just, I'm in it. I'm too far down, in my opinion, to sell. So I'm just going to wait, just going to wait it out. If this goes down to zero, then it goes down to zero. It is what it is. That's the risk I took before I got into it, and that's what I'll have to deal with, right? So yeah. Now moving on to NoManex, probably the most important one of all. I know somebody yesterday said stop shilling NoManex, and I'm like, you shill. I think people get it confused. Most people shill things that absolutely have no value or can make no money. NoManex is not one of those. NoManex can make you some bank just by putting your tokens in there and letting, and farming using the liquidity. I mean, I don't really know. Oh, they just made an update too. I don't really know what, I don't know. I don't know why people assume, I think what it is people are actually the guy said it yesterday. He said, stop shilling NoManex and find some more, penny projects that are super early. And I get it, because your potential to making gains obviously is a lot more when you're dealing with stuff like these swaps and these BSC tokens, token projects. So yes, you do stand to make more with these types of projects. But if you have money in your wallets, this is probably the best place to put it. Probably the best place to put it right now. It's pretty much stable. The token price of NoManex is pretty stable, as you can see. Take a look at the entire chart from the beginning. You can see how it's gone up in price, and it's been in between $4 and $5 for the most part in the last like 4 months or so. So it's pretty stable, and the rewards are great, and there's team farming, which makes everything better. So in my opinion, makes it better. So far I have this many LP tokens in there, which is about, as you can see right there, $14,797. And this is our personal farming reward per day. Now this is my pool share, and I also get team farming rewards, rural farming rewards. And what I love about this part, like I said, like I always keep saying, is it helps when you have a team, because everybody wins. Everybody wins. I know everybody likes to think everything is a single man game, but if you do it together, projects allow, and you do it together, you can stand to make more. So right now we've been holding for about 4 days, right? Almost a full complete 4 day, probably between 10:30 and midnight tonight. That's would be the completed 4 day. And this is my pull rate. That's my pull rate, right? For my holding bonus. Dope. 20% right off the top. All right. Primary pool. That over here to team farming. And as you can see, 455 strong right now on the team. And thus far, this is how much they've contributed to team farming. $5,600 thus far. And so what that is doing, again, we're building and we're getting team rewards. We're getting rewards. So that's what's really cool. So you got that. I can't load staking rewards. I think they're doing an update. That's what I saw earlier. It looked like an update. But yeah, hopefully next time when they come back, be able to show you some more. Be able to show you some more once they're done with the update. But yeah, to me, it's been a damn good 4 days. I mean, see if I can find the number. I think we're around like 60 something tokens so far. What? Damn. Do it. Oh, that's probably why it said it didn't load. Not loading the rewards, so we should be sitting on around 60 something, like around 64 tokens thus far, which is really not bad when you think about it. 4 days. Not loading the rewards like it said earlier. I guess they're doing an update. But 64 tokens. Right now it's about $4.20 Nominex per Nominex token. So in about 3.5 days so far. Look at that. 268.8. Let's go ahead and divide that by 3.5. So that's about 76.8 per day. And it's kind of hard to predict because this includes bonuses from team farming and whatnot. So it's kind of hard to calculate per day because your team rewards can go up, which means this number can go up, will go up, can go up depending on how much more money is being put into the team farming. So this number can go up exponentially, but let's just say for time's sake, for being simple, let's just put this is gonna be per day. So let's do 30 days. You're looking at about $2,300 a month, just leaving some money in there, leaving your money in there, letting it just sit. This is the numbers that I'm looking at. So this is why I'm excited about the project. This is why I shill the project, because it works. It does what it's supposed to do. And it's actually gaining more and more traction. Go look it up on DApp Radar. Go look it up and see how it's starting to gain traction and it's moving up the charts. So yeah, that's what you're looking at without, factoring in any more rewards or holding rewards. Because remember, you hold for at least 7 days, your rewards go up for holding longer. You hold longer than 7 days, your rewards go up. So you're holding for a month, you get like, I don't know if it's the maximum reward, but it's pretty higher, you know, it's higher, it goes up there. So that's why, like I said, you could just be sitting on tokens every month. And if you wanted to trade this out for USDT, then you can just trade it out for Tether right away, whatever you want, and do whatever you want with it. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I can always use an extra $2,000 a month. That's just me though. Maybe it's not enough for you, but again, I threw my Uniswap tokens in here for those of you wondering why my balance is that's because I had Uniswap tokens just sitting around. You know, even with V3, there's no more staking pools because they don't need it. There's no need for it. So your money, if you have Uniswap tokens, they're just sitting there, and right now they're deflating. Their value is deflating. So every day that you're holding Uniswap tokens, at this point, you're losing money on a daily basis because the market is crashing. But if you had that money here in Nominex, right, that kind of money here in Nominex, or any other asset that you're losing money on, liquidate it, convert it, stick it into Nominex, and just farm. And every day you're going to be earning money versus losing money. So that's why I shill Nominex, because hey, it's a good platform, just doing what it's supposed to do. And by far right now, it's the best earner out of probably one of the best earners out of everything. Because when there's a market like this, a bear market, the best thing to do is to have passive income, something generating you income by your money passively sitting there, and it's staking, it's making income. That's what people are looking for when these markets go down. You don't have passive income, you're kind of going to be dead in the water. You're going to be forced to pull out. You're going to force to be pull out of the game and wait for it to get to a point where you feel safe enough to get back in before everything bull runs again, or catches up again and goes on another run. This is the kind of stuff you need. And if you are looking for more, you're looking for more tokens to stake and stuff like that, I'll take you to the website, don't worry. We're gonna talk about Caramel real quick. Update on Caramel. This is the only amount that I have invested in Caramel. That's all I have invested in Caramel right now. To me, the project is still, I feel like it's only really staying this price, and it keeps dropping super low. The other day, like I said, some kind of anomaly happened where it jumped up to like 60 cents. But I honestly think people are just slowly selling off daily, which is why it keeps dropping over the day. Over a 24-hour period of time, it keeps dropping slowly and slowly. People are just slowly getting out of it. And they are, they're claiming to be attempting to update things and stuff like that. Some of the stuff they have, they've updated some pools. Like I said, they've done this a little while ago. They added Reef, Doge, and ADA. It's good, they got Link on there now. Farms, I don't know if they added more. Okay, they did a Cake and Doge farm. I'm surprised nobody has done anything. Let's see. Farms have always been pretty good. APR, of course, they're trying to figure out what's going on with the price of their token. Got to protect it. So I don't know what kind of shenanigans they got going on right now that is preventing people from completely, absolutely dumping this thing in. But if you want to look at more and more projects that stake, come on over here to stakingrewards.com and start looking, start looking. All right, looking what you got there, what you got there. Now you can choose what kinds of stuff you want. Do proof of stake. They're gonna show you all the tokens that you can kind of get. Stake. All right. Let's say real quick. Trying to find a decent one that I can pick up, kind of show you what you can do with it. These are all like big players. Let's go to Cake real quick. Kind of give you a example of what I'm talking about. So you can go down here and simulate what your rewards are going to be. Oh, this advanced cup. I want to be advanced. It. Where's the regular? Regular calculator. Just say, oh, okay. What could I be looking at with 200K staked in the pool, right, on Pancake Swap? You're looking at about that a month, around 14K a month, and it kind of gives you a yearly balance. This is what I kind of do when I'm looking at different staking options, coins that are considered mainstream, because right now staking rewards, they kind of just follow like mainstream tokens, and not so much like like the Binance Smart Chain tokens where Shrimp Swap and all that stuff. Like, they don't have any of that right now unless they are vetted, they get listed, and they're verifiable. It may take a while for these to come on here, to get on here. So keep that in mind. But yeah, if you were looking for something to calculate rewards like that, go here, stakingrewards.com. You shall be good. There are a couple of other up and coming projects that I would say projects. Up and coming projects. Let me my bad. Trying to check something real quick before we get back to it. Okay, so there are a couple of tokens that are going to be coming out that I want to talk about. to keep an eye on. SpaceFi is going to be coming up. It's not out yet, obviously. Go to the website. It has the countdown. I would tell you to be careful with these countdowns, right? Be careful with them. And I would say probably the same day, probably within the last hour that it's supposed to launch, I would keep a big eye on the Telegram, social media, just so you don't accidentally get suckered out of the start time. Because what happened with me when Dumpling Swap rebranded itself and completely rebuilt their program or whatever, their project. They also had the same counter, but they messed up because the counter was off, and somehow the contract link or the contract address was leaked. And apparently they must have accidentally opened the sale, and nobody knew this because everybody was still stuck like this watching the counter, while other people had got the one up and started buying tokens prior to that. Everybody was looking, and the pre-sale price or the price at launch was supposed to be starting at like 10 cents. But by the time the counter was done with Dumpling Swap and everybody was like, all right, let's buy, they go over here to buy, and then boom, the token was already like 60 cents. People are like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell? I didn't even get a chance. You were supposed to get the 30 on Dumpling Swap. They were supposed to give you at 30 minutes. They were going to allow people who had the V1 Dumpling Swap dumpling tokens a chance to swap them out. So the people who would get a chance to get tokens first were going to be the people who had already held V1 tokens. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Right. So the whole thing went down. A lot of people were upset, including myself. I just completely left and just never went back. I'm not gonna support a platform like that that's gonna do that. To me that's foul play. You're telling me only a certain amount of people happen to get the address prior to the sale, and the tokens were available for sale prior to the countdown. Like, no. To me that sounds shady, and I don't like that. So that's why I said be careful these counters, because even though it says this is when it's supposed to start, you need to keep up with the Telegram and the social media, make sure that you're not going to get screwed. But yes, SpaceFi, join the social media, is looking up. Be very interesting to see what's going to happen with it. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on it, obviously. If it's going to be a good one for us to jump in later. The other one that is new and not ready yet is Cougar Swap. And another interesting one that you can come and read about at cougarswap.io. These don't have any referrals that I'm aware of. I think SpaceFi is going to have one. Do they have one? Either that or they changed it. I think they changed it already. But yes, they don't have one, but some of these have them. But you can follow them as well. Check out their information, their BS scan. Here also has a countdown. They have 3 days to go. I would highly suggest joining the Telegram so you can kind of see what's going on. But yeah, this one looks like it's popping pretty well, and looking forward to it. 3 days to go, and we will be we'll have some more exciting projects to jump into. Again, the thing that I'm seeing with a lot of these projects right now is there's a lot of restraint, a lot of people not being very faithful to projects right now. There's a lot of pulling out. As you saw, I did one. So you just gotta be careful. But moving on to the last one that I want to talk about right now. That is going to be Hotspot RF for those of you who are helium mining. Check out Hotspot RF because they just made an update and they will now give you a reward scale estimate based on your perceived hot miner location. All right, so I did one for my area to kind of see with the standard antenna or dBi, I would be able to reach anybody that's around me at the moment. And it did. You can also adjust these parameters like the height, change it to feet or meters. I put it at 30 because I have a 2-story house and I intend for my miner to either be in my attic or in one of the windows that's up here. I don't necessarily know how tall my house is. I know it's tall, but I put 30 feet. I don't know if that's inaccurate. I don't know if that's probably from the ground to the top of the roof or something. I don't know. We'll find out. But again, this is probably gonna go in my attic. Run a power cable down from there. Get it set up in the attic. That's probably where it's gonna go. But I just wanted to try with a 4 dBi, the standard. I'm probably gonna end up getting like a 5.8, a larger one, just to be able to have more coverage. But I wanted to make sure that it gives you the area, this purple and blue area from your point, tells you what's around there, which you can probably connect to, and definitely connecting with one for sure. When I put it to 30 feet, when I had it down at 20 feet, this one was slightly out of range. It was right out of range. So my reward scale was 0 because it still said no miner in sight. So, you know, hopefully I'm around that 30 feet mark. And if not, then I can get a dBi, a bigger dBi to definitely connect with this one. I need to at least connect with one. Otherwise, he's going to be in the same position. I'm going to be in the same position. Where we're not witnessing each other. But also I'm really excited because I want to get a bigger antenna anyway, because I want to be able to see if I can reach these other guys that are around here. Now with more miners coming on the scene, there's going to be more eventually probably in your area anyways. Probably going to be a lot more because right now on my side, the whole freaking West Coast is littered with them. I'm like, how many damn people in San Antonio know about freaking mining? There must be a lot of crypto miners here. So now I'm just hoping that east side definitely starts to pick up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So we can start earning some more. So yeah, I'm waiting on my my rack hotspot miner to come in. I also have the Nebra that I'm waiting on. I don't know when those are gonna get here. And we also have MXC M or Match X M2 Pro, which mines MXC, DHX, and later on this year it will also be mining Polkadot. So if you guys don't have an M2 Pro miner yet, it also ships within like 2 to 4 weeks right now. People started catching on to the M2 Pro, so now they're starting to be ordered a lot. So I would suggest if you don't have one, you should look into getting one, or they go on a freaking back order like all of the helium hotspot miners, where you're not going to get one until like September, October timeframe. And yeah, but this is a good tool for the helium mining. Again, when I saw it, I was like, holy crap, I gotta check this out to see kind of what's going to happen in my area, because my second miner is actually going to go to over to my parents' place. They live here in Houston. As you can see, Houston has a lot of miners. Houston has a lot of miners. Parents are actually over here in A-Leaf, They're over here in this area. So this area, they're probably right around here. There's a little blank spot. So when I did the little simulation, not with this one, but just looking at the regular Helium Explorer, the coverage map Explorer from Helium, I looked at that. It was basically gonna get a lot of witnesses because of the miners and placements and stuff like that. So I'm really excited for that. I'm like, holy crap, I can't wait to definitely get that one in there and get that one going, because this one right here is probably going to earn me the most, just because it's got more witnesses and it's playing by the rules, not right next to each other like these two. They're spaced out pretty well. Hopefully that's going to be one of the biggest earners. I am definitely going to try the RF hotspot on here, see how many witnesses that it thinks it can get with the standard 4 dBi antenna. 1 second. Finish this up so I can get on that phone call. But yes, really cool tool. I suggest you use it if you are Helium mining, just to double check if you have placements that you want to go to. Like if you say, oh, okay, I got something in Tomball that I need to put in. Is there anybody in near here? You know what I mean? You can use this information, kind of gauge where you're going to place your miner and how profitable it might be in that area. So definitely check it out. It looks like somebody here has their own little network set up here. It's pretty cool. I wonder how much they're actually earning though. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. They look a little close together. I'm gonna look that up on the Helium block, on the Helium Explorer, to see what kind of numbers they're looking. Because that's pretty cool. If it produces, that's pretty cool. So, anyways, that's it for today. Let me know if you guys have any questions on different tokens I can look at that you want me to look at. I'll do that. You know, get some good stuff going. But that's gonna be it for today. Appreciate you guys coming through. If you didn't make the live stream, hopefully you catch the replay. Drop a comment down in the comment section. Let me know how you're feeling, what you're invested in right now, and how the market is going for you. Maybe you have options that we don't know about yet that we can get involved with, that's going to help make us money in such a downward turn of the market right now. So that's what we're here to do, to connect. I'm still working on the Discord. Don't worry. Maybe today. I thought I was going to work today, but I'm working from home. So don't worry. Yeah. Catch you guys in the next video.